Hello and good morning everyone. So today is the first trading session of this week. So let's get started with today's top stocks and news. The first one is Dr. Reddy Lab, where the company's net profit is up by 22% and revenue is up by 8.6%. If you look at the operational numbers of the company, EBITDA is up by 59% and margins are reported at 29.1% versus 24%. And also company recommended the final dividend of rupees 8 per share. The next stock which you need to look at is ABB India, where the company's net profit is reported at 474 crores, which is up by 3.3%. Revenue is up by 2.6%. EBITDA is up by 3%. And margins are reported on a flatter side at 18.4%. The next stock is Bank of India, where the company's net profit is up by 82.5%. Net interest income of the company is up by 2.1%, whereas gross NP of the company is reported at 3.27% versus 3.69% on quarter-on-quarter basis. If you look at the net NPA, it is reported at 0.82%. Provisions are reported at 1,337 crores versus 303 crores on quarter-on-quarter basis and 1,826 crore on yearly basis. The next stock is Manappuram Finance, where the company's consolidated net loss is reported at 203 crores versus the profit of 563 crores. Net interest income of the company is also down by 6.7% and impairment of financial instrument at 919 crores versus 554 crores. The next stock is Swiggy, where the company's net loss is reported at 1,081 crore versus the loss of 554 crores. Revenue is up by 44.8%. EBITDA loss is reported at 962 crores and platform gross order value is reported up by 40% on yearly basis. Now, if you look at the adjusted EBITDA margin, it is improved to 2.9% of GOV, up from 0.5% on Y&Y basis. The next stock is Birla Corporation, where the company's net profit is up by 32.8%. Revenue is up by 6.1%. EBITDA is again up by 13.1% and margins are reported at 19% versus 17.8%. Also, company recommended dividend of rupees 10 per share. The next stock is Navin Fluorine, where the company's net profit is up by 35%, revenue is up by 16%, EBITDA is up by 62%, and if you look at the margins, it is reported at 25.5%. Also, board recommended final dividend of rupees 7 per share. The next stock is Trent, where the company's net profit is down by 56%. Revenue is up by 28%, EBITDA is again up by 39%, and margins are reported at 15.5%. The company recommended the dividend of rupees 5 per share. The next stock which you need to look at is Thermex, where the company net profit is up by 8.1%, revenue is up by 12%, EBITDA is up by 10%, and margins are reported at 9.7% versus 9.9% on yearly basis. Along with that, company recommended the dividend of rupees 14 per share. The next stock which you need to look at in today's trading session is Yes Bank, because Sumitomo Mitsui Banking Corporation will be acquiring a 20% stake in Mumbai-based private lender from State Bank of India and the consortium of lenders which has rescued the bank back in 2020. SMBC will be acquiring 13.19% stake from SBI and 6.81% stake from the other lenders, including Axis Bank, Bandhan Bank, Federal Bank, HDFC, ICICI, IDFC, and Kotak Mahindra Bank. The next stock which you need to look at is Adani Power, where the company secured a contract of supply 1,500 megawatt of thermal power to Uttar Pradesh to a levelised tariff of 5.383 per unit, emerging as the lowest bidder in a competitive tender process. The power will be supplied from a greenfield ultra-supercritical thermal power plant, a 2 multiplied by 800 megawatt configuration, with which the company will set up in the state under the design, build, finance, own and operate model. So these were some of the stock which you need to look at in today's trading session. Thank you. Bye-bye.